How you doing?
Oh, dude, this is amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You liking it?
No, why would I like it?
I don't know.
You know.
It's always fun. It's Monday. It's Knowledge Fest week. We only got to do this Monday through Wednesday. Thursday we'll be in Dallas at Jay's Tent.
See, I'm excited.
About that?
Yeah. We'll see Juan and Oscar.
I feel we have to build a brick wall before we get there, though. What's up, Arturo? Because we got to finish this. Finally, a Bronco. Yeah, it really wasn't on the... Didn't know that was coming in today, but it's here. Yeah, so... And it's not a BO Bronco. This is a base model Bronco. And, yeah. So, it's here. You're running power and ground back to the Bronco like F-Series trucks. No, this one is actually made out of steel. Alright, so let me give you an idea of what we got happening, what we've been working on. So this is getting the audio control, used to be Phoenix Gold box that goes here. Inside of this, there's a factory ground point, by the way, right there. So this is going to be powered off of a Rockford T500 one, and then the system is going to be powered off of a Helix V8, I believe. I'll show that in a second. What's up? These are the SSV Works rear speaker pods for this. It's what's available right now. These are some Hertz speakers up in here. So Fernando's already got these mounted up in here, tucked up. So those are the SSV Works. What do you think of the new audio control speakers? I got to hear them on Saturday. They're nice. Obviously, we'll see how it goes. Opinion on... I have no idea. All right, so let's keep going here. We'll come back and answer some of the questions as we move forward. The kicks, can I borrow your light? Actually, just shine it over there. So that is a Milli Pro mid-bass that got put into the kicks. That's a 6.5 Milli Pro. It uses the Metra bracket for the Ford. And the cool thing about this speaker is... Let's go front here for a second and we'll grab the grill. This grill has this piece on it like this, and a lot of the times you have to remove that on most applications just because it gets in the way, but that Milli Pro fits right inside of this, and it's really nice because that snugs right up onto the speaker. It'll keep all the air coming right through the grill, so that was cool. Test fit that this morning to make sure it worked. And then for the dash is a 4-inch, and that's what he's working on now. He's running wires. So these are getting some Hertz 4-inch that we made some brackets for. And it's getting mounted a little bit differently. So the bracket is sitting on top of the speaker. It is body mold tape to the bracket, and then there's gasket foam all over the back of it, so that this actually slides into the dash like this and goes down, and then this sits in and this all locks into place. And we have some foam on because the top grill has the same style ring, and so this just goes in there really nice. And because we're going with the Helix V8 DSP amplifier, it is going to be bi-amped. So we disconnected the tweeter wires from the one connector. So this will be channels 1 through 4 will be powered off of, or will be on, so these will be on channels 1 through 4. Let me rephrase that. So there you go. So that's what's going to power these. The reason why we picked the Helix is because this has their active load resistor banks built into it, and according to everyone, the best amplifier to put in one of these is the Helix because of the style amplifier that the factory radio is. It's very European. They've been dealing with it for a long time. Anyways, this is the factory radio right here. So the only piece that you actually have to remove is the AC controls. There's like 2 7s and then this comes down. We removed part of this dash over here just because we were running these wires. And then Amp makes a T-harness that plugs into the radio, which is the bag still right there?
This one?
Yeah, so Amp makes this T-harness right here that plugs right in and gives us all our connections to the factory radio. And that's it. So you can pull these there's 4 screws right here. This leans forward, you unplug the air conditioning controls. This will tip forward, you can unplug this one connector here, plug it in, put the 4 screws back in, and you're done. That's all you have to do for the radio. So on the non-BO system, this 6.5 here, or both 6.5s in the front, it's kind of like a Toyota where you have power from the radio comes into here, loops through the speaker, and comes out up to the dash. That's why we ran new wires for these two. So if you're doing one of these and you just connect the 2 wires, these won't work. So you either got to run new wires or connect all 4 wires. Okay, so that's what's going on here. Ask your question again here on their live show on Saturday or Monday. So I'm guessing have some questions about one or of your install videos. I sent direct messenger but no response. How could I get a hold of you? All right, so that's a great question. He gave you the right answer. I don't ever read direct messenger. I just don't have time. I don't have time. Between working here 6 days a week and editing and a family, I have certain restrictions on my time, and usually direct messenger it's just the one thing that gets kicked to the curb. I'm sorry. Hey, no problem. Love the work you do. I admire. Yep, thank you. All right, let's go back. Audio control upgrade is legit. Loving it so far. Very nice. That's their new 2.0. The audio control speakers are beefy. They definitely are. Y'all gonna lose my mind up in here. How far are you guys scheduling out? Finally going to make it down. That one you got to call Paul on, as you know. I think, I don't know, it's the end of the year, so it's kind of weird. We got 4 trips left, one each month. But yeah, one each month. But no, give him a call. You know, he'll get you in. We love working on your stuff. So, what do you listen to high-res music? I have an iPhone and Qbuzz, stock radio, no DSP. I just use iTunes because iTunes has, high res. I have a stock radio, so I really don't care. It's just gonna play what it does. Now, Fernando will use the camera kit out to the USB input on the GS9, the camera kit for the iPhone, and he will 100% tell you it sounds totally different.
Yes, it does.
So, because you're getting it through the USB and not through the Lightning connector protocol, so it treats it differently. But that's what we use. Yeah, it's nothing special. It's on my list of things I need to do research on as far as which one I would love to have. Okay, I'll copy and paste it. Okay, best sounding speakers to put in a RAM with a factory Alpine system, leaving the factory amp and radio, only replacing the speakers and subs. None of them are going to work great. I'll tell you that right now. They're all kind of just but I'm going to give you an answer because there is an answer. There's 2 ways you can look at this. You're keeping the Alpine system. The problem you run into is the ohm load on the factory speakers. The dash speaker is a 2 ohm, and it doesn't have any treble. It's just a mid-range. It kind of sucks. The door speaker is a subwoofer, and most manufacturers only make mid-bass. So, with that in mind, if you replaced it all with the Kenwood 6903s, which is the 6x9 with a 3.5, which it's designed to work in that application, meaning you're going to lose some volume in the front because you're going to 4 ohm instead of 2 ohm. However, you get a tweeter, so it's a little brighter. But at the end of the day, it's not as dynamic, not as loud. And then you lose some bass because you're going from a subwoofer to a mid-bass. So it's not there. Now, the audio control speakers that just came out, the 2.5 that they make currently is a 2 ohm, the 3.5 that they make right now that goes up in dash is a 2 ohm 3.5. That was designed that way specifically so you could swap out the 3.5s in your dash with the 3.5s, the audio control 3.5s, keep the 2 ohm rating, and get a much better sound. Typically what we do when we're doing what you're requesting is we leave the factory mid bass in the door because there's not a lot that's going to perform the way those do and give you that bass response that those have. We take out the dash speakers and replace those with new dash speakers. So in this case, we take the 3.5s out, 2 ohm 3.5s, we put the 2 ohm audio controls in there, and we get treble, sounds a lot better, but I keep the bass that's coming from the doors. Now, if that's the end of it, like I'm not going to do anything else, then great. Now, if you're thinking about also trying to replace that factory subwoofer by taking that out and putting something else inside of that, that's a no-go also, because there isn't really a sub that's made to play inside of that small, shitty box. That's why you see all the subwoofers going underneath the seats, because they need more airspace, and that box can't handle much more power because when it breathes, it's going to move, it's going to flex, and it's just going to sound crap. And you can put as much sound treatment as you want, and the best you'll get is what is in there now, not much more. So if you're just looking for a simple upgrade to it, pick up a pair of 2 pairs. Depends, well, probably just 1 pair. Put them in the front, and you'll get a little bit more treble, and life will be great. Otherwise, plan on doing a full upgrade in that, because there's no easy solution for this. So if you want it to sound substantially better, get an Amp Pro, get a DSR-1, get an ARC PSM Pro, integrate with the factory radio, go into an amplifier. A plug-and-play amplifier that will work right into that is the ARC Blackbird with AR Connect. It's an 8-channel amplifier. You can use it to power all 6 speakers and a small sub, full DSP'd. Be awesome. And then you can do any speaker you want. So that's really how that works.
The Blackbird for the win, huh?
Blackbird for the win. Unfortunately, the DM is too long to paste here. Okay, well. So could you use an IRTA for stereo tuning? IRTA is an electrical RTA, not an acoustical RTA. So you can use it to see what is coming from the factory radio or the aftermarket radio, the electrical part of it, the stuff your ears can hear but your eyes can't see is really the thought there. For that, you'd want to pick up like a U-Test mic, an I-Test mic, Andy's mic, from Audio Frog. Dayton Audio makes a mic. It's like a 5 or a 6 USB something that can plug into an iPad and do that. And that's really what you're looking for acoustic tuning. I got to meet Mary Lou on Saturday. She's pretty in real life. Thank you for having her on the show. Hey, man, you're welcome. Glad you got to meet her. What's up, Danny? What's up? Definitely going to miss her. Beautiful and passion for audio, great comment. Don't worry, we'll have her on again. It's not like she's moving away and we'll never see her. She's just going off to do something else. Can you call me to go over the system plan again? Reach out to me next week when we get back from Dallas, and yes, I will give you a call. My head is just trying to get through this week, so I can definitely. Yeah, just call me. You got my number. Call me next week. No, because it's an electrical... Okay, yep. Okay, answering my question. Is an AMG battery worth the money for my stereo? Get the best battery you can afford, okay? That's it. You know, a lot of people now are switching to lithium. It seems to be the way to go. I'm not a battery guy. I don't do a lot with batteries. We don't build giant systems that need batteries most of the time. So... what's the name? Excess Power. Excess Power has a tech support line where you can call them and ask them questions like that. And everyone I've talked to said it's one of the best tech support lines. So give Excess Power a call. Talk to them about what you're trying to do. Talk to the guys that make the stuff you're trying to buy. They're not always out to rape you. Sometimes they are. You're welcome. Where can I buy a 5-star t-shirts are available at dandfswag.com. dandfswag.com. Thank you for answering. Guess I'm gonna save up a little longer. Okay, yes, totally. Phantom Chris is in the house. Phantom Chris, we're gonna see him Thursday. What amplifier do you recommend from Morale Lake Carbon Pros? The biggest one you could get. Do a 2-way set or a 3-way set. Big fan right now, Moscone. This is the 6 to 10 amplifier from them. It's an AB class. It's freaking amazing. It's 6 channels of power with 10 channels of DSP. So you have 4 channels of DSP out. They also make a new 8 to 10. And then if you have the budget for the best, pick up this guy here, which is the Moscone 830. This is the Pro 830. It has an Aerospace 8 to 12 DSP built into it that you can tune with Barney, or some really awesome software that we talk about every day on the show, on the Monday and Saturday show. So this is the Moscone Pro 830. Check out these. This is the 1 line. That is the Pro line. If you want the best, they're both AB class. Freaking awesome. No worries. I always appreciate. Hey, you bet, man. Bring water and deodorant to Dallas. Dude, we live in Florida. We know how hot it gets. We're okay.
Yeah.
It is going to be 110. It's ridiculous. So
I'm going to be inside. I'm not going to go outside.
Well, Jay's tent, man. You're going to be...
I'm going to be inside.
Oh, okay. So if you're going to Jay's
I'm going to
tent...
be inside the Tesla.
Yeah, make sure... he's going to be sitting in Oscar's Tesla.
That's right.
Killing the battery.
We're not going to kill the battery.
Totally going to kill. He's got the small battery in there, remember?
No, he already upgraded.
Did he upgrade to the bigger battery? Wow.
$20,000, man.
He's so stupid. He is so stupid. Anyway, so that's what we got going on. We're working on the Bronco. We'll chive in tomorrow when we get some stuff going on. What's up, Andy? We have right now what we're working on, since I just got the laser work done on the 4.5s, and they're all set and ready to go for Fernando to get in. He just has to add a plug onto the tweeter since we're bi-amping these, and then I'll help him slide them into place. 2 7mm, these will go right in. The next step is in the very back panel. This panel right here, this is a pocket. This is typically where the factory sub goes. It comes through this little area right here, but it's a pocket otherwise. We're taking the pocket out because we need that space to mount the amplifiers. So this is the template to go over where the pocket is. All right, so we just got done cutting that out. This is actually upside down, so it sits like this. And now we're going to make a grill that goes here, and so that the amps can breathe through this. So we'll take a look at that tomorrow, show you what that looks like. What do you recommend upgrade factory stereo in a Honda Accord 10th gen? DSP amplifier. Get an amplifier that has a DSP built into it. That's really what you need. If it's base model, you have 4 outputs that you need to deal with. So you need something that has at least 4 inputs. If you have a premium model, you need something that has a minimum of 6 inputs to go from there. Both of our Honda Accord videos kind of talk about it. The car hasn't changed much. You can find me. You'll be fine. You'll be fine, Oscar. All right, guys, that's it. That's it for now. Make sure to tune in tonight at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Right. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, one of those 2 places. We'll take more of your questions. We'll have a fun time. That's it. Out. Bye. You good? Mm-hmm. The Bronco. Bronco is still here. It's getting ready to leave. We actually just got done tuning it, but you can hear the laser in the background chiming away, just doing its lasery things. And that is because something we had feared but hoped was going to work. These are too big. So the brackets, just like in the Mustang, are way too deep. They're vibrating the crap out of this and smacking it. So we are making new panels. As always, that's just, that's what we do. We got a little bit further along in this than we had hoped to yesterday, and we didn't come on and talk about what we had done, but it's back together now. So the 4s are up in the dash, bi-amped. That's a really good idea, by the way. It actually worked out fabulously for this. The rear speakers went in, no problem. The SSV Works pods, those sound really good too. And then this is the Stinger audio control Rhino Line box on the back door. And then we had all the amplifiers mounted here. We still do, but we put the side panel back on before we showed it to you, and we didn't even take a picture. We were just trying to get to this done. Afternoon, how are you? But this is the finished grill that we ended up with, so that the amplifiers behind them can get some air. I'm excited about this Thursday too, Mel. At Jay's Tint, Dallas, Texas, 12 o'clock. Yep, good call. But yeah, so the Bronco grill came out really nice. It's actually ended up being 3 pieces of acrylic. There's an 1/8" piece behind it that is mounted to the factory weld points. We put screws, and then this is a 1/4" piece, and then this is an 1/8" piece that's attached to go. And then of course all these little tiny holes, and they're at a slight angle because all the grills in the car have an angle to them. They're not perfectly up and down, so we added I think it's like 10 degrees, 12 degrees, something like that, to it to kind of match how all the other grills in the car are, because we didn't want it to be off. And then this is the same size hole that is in the dash grill. I just mirrored that size so that it would look good, kind of feel like part of the car. So we ended up going with white on the horse and black, shiny black. And the reason why we did that was, for one, I didn't have this weird color gray paint, but if you come to the front of the car, it's exactly what we have. We have piano shiny black, and we have these white letters. So we were like, you know what? We'll take a little bit of this and we'll put it in the back of the car so it'll just kind of all flow. Casey's in the house. Casey's in the house, Fernando.
Casey's in the house. Well, now that Casey's in the house, you can go and check morelhifi.com. Dude, we're talking about this. And hopefully the next one that we do, we can do some Morels, but the nanos, right? On the top, make a 1/2" speaker adapter, then we put it in the bottom. We put the mid-range in the top, the tweeter. You create a new grill and everything.
Well, I was also just thinking about just doing the hybrid 4" coaxial.
Oh, that would be nice.
Right?
Yes.
I just, because I was thinking, hey, those BMW speakers would have fit if you take the BMW brackets off of them. And then I was like, we could just put a hybrid 4" in the dash.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would do 4" all the way around.
4" in the back.
Yeah. I don't think the 6.5 was worth
there you
the
go.
effort.
If you want to go and check it out, morelhifi.com, you will find all the speakers in there. They make amplifiers, AV class amplifiers.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Hey, can I pass this off to you so that I can go and change the acrylic so I can make your second piece?
What do you mean a second piece?
Well,
you only make one at a time?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Well, because I made the second one when you were over there after I'd started this one and you were complaining. You were like, oh, you gotta make it.
Yes. I mean, we have to make 2 of them, right?
Well, you wanted a 1/2"
Why not?
So I had to go back in and make the 1/2" part.
So, there you go. We can put them in there. And, Jay's Tint tomorrow. That's right.
At noon. Yeah.
We're gonna be there at noon.
Yeah. I talked to Brian last night. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna stay. He was in Texas. He got into the outskirts of Texas, and Texas being as big as it is, so he's like, what, because he was asking us yesterday what airport we're staying at. So he's just gonna stay next to the airport.
I mean, we're not staying at the airport.
No, we're staying at the Omni.
Yes.
But he's staying at the airport tonight, because he's got to pick us up at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
So he's like, I'll just stay near the airport.
Yeah.
Hey, and you know what? I still hate Windows laptops. However, I did spend a bunch of time last night watching YouTube videos on how to change some of the stuff I don't like.
Did you change the aspect ratio on the?
This one we can't change the aspect ratio. It's already maxed out.
Oh, so you gotta throw it away and buy a new one.
I do have to throw it away and buy a new one. Yeah, but that's why we have the one over here that I didn't even realize we had. I'm doing the software updates on it. It's been sitting there for a year, not even knowing I had a third laptop. So
yeah.
That's some first world stuff.
Best budget for you, Buck. A 10-inch subwoofer.
Rockford P2.
Okay.
I mean, that's a solid pull. Rockford P2, you can add a grill if you need it. You don't need a ton of power because it's super efficient. It gets down low.
Yeah.
Because we like subwoofers that play low, Casey.
Punchy.
I like punchy too.
It's punchy.
Yeah. Anyways.
He's gonna punch you in the face.
Probably. Yeah, he'll be on a cruise next time we're out there.
Oh, so he's not gonna punch you in the face. Okay, never mind.
So Rockford P2.
Yeah.
I mean, P3 is, you know, if you got the extra, just go all the way and get the P3. You know, and there again, I'm sure there's a ton of... So, all right. So the one cool thing about the P2, the P3s, you can buy them in the factory boxes. So
you say Rockford P2? Yeah.
Yeah, Rockford P210 is one of our go-tos. Like most of the 5-channel amps that we do.
All right, so, and the next question is like, how much do you want to spend? Because
that's what
your wallet is totally different than
your
mine.
Budget, my budget. I always take it when you say budget as meaning cost conscious.
Right.
So like you can get a Rockford P2 loaded.
Yeah.
In a factory box.
Loaded and closer. Yeah.
It just kicks ass and takes names. And if you don't have an amp yet, you can just skip all that and go to the P312 or the P310 and get the amplified version of it. Mm-hmm. And you're not going to find a better budget all-in-one box out there. I mean, they kick ass and take names for the price. Now, like I was saying though, is like there's a ton of brands that make budget woofers that we're just not familiar with. Like I don't know all the Scar woofers, I don't know the Sundown woofers, I don't know all of those. I don't know all of those. Okay, so I'm just going on with what we carry.
Yeah.
You know, Kicker has the comp woofers, the red, which are nice. The reason why I was leaning towards the Rockford though, and this is going to sound kind of trivial, is that they make an awesome grill. Now the audio controls that just came out made an awesome. They have a grill. Not as awesome as the Rockford. The Rockford has the most awesomest grill. Because man, you can beat the crap out of that, and to me that's important because a lot of people throw crap in their trunk, you know, Kicker makes the spoked grill, which was cool back in the 90s and 2000s, but it's kind of lost. I don't know, kind of not cool anymore. You know, they had the L7 grill, which was awesome, but it was just priced, you know, the way they had to make it, it was just priced out of market, which kind of sucks because it was an awesome grill. So they discontinued it, but you know, the hope is at some point they'll come out with some better grills for their woofers. Maybe you know, when we get a rev of the next woofers, because they really do need to up their grill game.
That's not an F-150. I mean,
it might as well be.
It's like a...
So this is the Mustang bracket that we make. And
the reason why?
So this speaker hits this cheesy-ass grill. And I don't really think it's so much... So there's a couple factors here. One, the grill has really small holes. Two, the speaker is way bigger than what was in there. So we did the passenger side just to test it and see, and the passenger side sounds a lot better now. So we're now doing the driver's side. The driver's side does sit back a lot deeper into the kick panel.
You gotta check the bass and the treble?
There is no bass and treble.
Rather?
There is no bass and treble. Bass and treble doesn't exist. But so we were hoping we wouldn't have to, but yeah, so we have to.
What?
Make these. It'd be nice if someone would just make speaker adapters that actually fit the cars they were designed for. Yeah, I get it. A lot of these speaker adapters are made for stamped steel speakers and not cast aluminum, so off to the printer we go. You know, hey, it's so much fun.
The audio control guitar picks works better than the extra acrylic to get the...
Yeah, it probably does. Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Yeah, the audio control. Yeah. Yeah, because it's got a point on it too. So when you
You
gotta
have
get
one?
these, I don't. We gave them all back to Jeff.
Yeah.
So kind of sucks.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Yeah.
I gotta remove my speaker. Yeah. I wish I lived near you guys. Hang on. So you could do my hatchback trunk bill. I want to start soon. I mean, I don't know where you are, but I'm pretty sure it's people that they can help you around there. Oh, you can drive.
I was gonna say I can drive.
Yeah. Why are you moving so much? Why you don't take it over here? Chris Bennett sent me a whole bag of items a couple years ago. The next time I come up there, I bring you some. There you go.
I think you have some.
I don't have nothing. Any in Orlando area do you recommend?
Any what?
In Orlando area.
Yeah, Eduardo. Techno Express.
Techno Express.
You say.
In Orlando.
Dude, he's your buddy, for God's sakes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that.
You're silly.
What's up, Lino? I drove from SoCal to Florida to see you guys. Thanks. Divine Concepts. There you go.
They're not in Orlando.
No?
No, he's in Lauderdale. I mean, Orlando, I'm going to Techno Express.
Do you have any contacts in SoCal?
Me?
Yeah.
I have no idea. It's all California. I don't really understand how the state breaks down. You know. Probably. I mean, California is kind of a big place.
Yeah.
If you don't need your car for a couple months, you could always ask Brian.
Audio System is in
I don't know.
Montclair, California.
Yeah, I have no idea where Junior's at.
Yeah.
There's a ton of guys.
It's a lot of people in California.
Okay, so like any place, there's a lot of crap, but then there's a lot of
Bad people?
good people.
Oh, it's good people and bad people?
Well, yeah, of course.
It's like bad hombres and good hombres?
Well, I don't know about that. I feel like the name pretty much explains whether you're good or bad, and the whole hombre thing, as you said.
Wow. Who is the rep in California?
I don't.
It's not Mike Rios?
No, he's not.
He's in Vegas?
He's Vegas. There's multiple rep firms depending on where you're at in the state because it's so big. Yay.
On the DSR-1, can you use the BLC2 remote as a bass knob and volume control at the same time? Or do you have to go into the settings every time you change it?
Yeah, you can only use it as one thing. You got to program it to do one or the other. So, yeah, you can't do multiple things with it at the same time. So there's no like button to press. However, if you're an Apple user and you have an Apple Watch, they have the Control Pro app for your watch that you can do. Perfect tune. So if you open your Apple Watch, you have sub-level control, punch bass, master level control, aux, and master mute. So these can all be controlled from your watch. So it's kind of cool if you're looking for something as far as expanding the capabilities.
What happens if you don't have an Apple Watch?
And it doesn't work. It's only Apple Watch.
Oh, that's it? It doesn't have in the...
There's no Android. Just Apple.
I miss what you guys working on today.
We're finishing up the Bronco that we started on Monday. We had to pull out the speaker adapters, the normal speaker adapters that you get.
Do you guys get the new Bronco enclosure with the Space 12 or the BG?
We got the new one with the Space 12. You can show it to them for me.
Yeah. All right. So this is the brand new.
Hold your breath.
Audio control, 12-inch space woofer. Dun dun dun. Right? The mounts pretty quick. It's nice. So yeah. Oh. And the amplifiers are behind it. What's that?
It's definitely a nicer install than the Jeep.
Yes. You always do the Jeep, so.
Yeah, this one was great for me. Because you did it.
That was easy.
Oh, you're going to be doing all of them.
What size speakers for those adapters? That's a 1/2 inch. I use a 1/2 inch for the spacers and behind the speaker wrap. I'm sorry. Do you recommend the Audio Control D4.800 for the Accord 2018?
Premium audio? No. Bass audio? Yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
How do you fix a loud ring from an aftermarket stereo? I went through all my settings and menu and can't seem to get it lowered.
A ring?
Yeah. Okay,
you mean
so
like when the phone rings?
I don't know. Aftermarket stereo. A loud ring. Yeah, I'm guessing it's when a phone rings. It's a Kenwood DDX 57.
All right, so if you have a loud ring when the phone is ringing, while the phone is ringing, turn the volume down. So all the new radios, like the Kenwood, Pioneers, Alpines, all have what's called source level control. So you can only adjust the volume when it's active. So for example, let's say Siri or Alexa is talking and she's really low. There's no volume to turn her up or down. You can only turn her up or down when they're talking. The same is true when talking on the phone and for the ring. So if the ring is like, try turning the volume down.
That's right.
While it's ringing. See if that works. It may not, but anything's possible. But that's how it would work.
Mobile Solutions in the house. Yeah. Huh?
Mobile Solutions?
Mobile Solutions.
Who's that?
Who's that?
I don't know, but...
You're gonna be there.
Your speakers, sir.
Thank you so much.
I'll take the phone. All right, and that's my part for for this. Oh, now we have a set that we get back to Paul. So, yay! Boy, we're all right.
Speaker connector.
It's right there. It's right there. Gotta open your eyes, bro. Gotta open your eyes. All right, so that was fun. Not really. We got that all done. So this has the Helix V8 in it, which is an 8-channel amplifier. And at first I was not really thrilled about that. I had sold the M6 Helix, but the M6 is out of stock, so we went with the V8. And yeah, kind of like the commercial says, should have had a V8. V8 actually worked out really nice, so I'll have to tell Paul I'm sorry for yelling at him. But it gave us the ability to bi-amp the dash speakers, which worked out fabulously because we were able to control the volume of them and make it better, a lot better. Recommend a good zero under the hood fuse holder. I have a Jim's Machines Works and the fuse distribution in the back. I mean, we use either the Stinger, which is just a big waterproof fuse holder that they've been making since the dawn of time. Not the crappy one with the U-shaped cover on it, but the actual full waterproof one. That's the one that we use. I don't like the kind that have tops or stuff like that. I want a totally encapsulated fuse holder. And unfortunately for that, like the good. Now, if you saw the video today that we just put up, we have the Metra just came out with a new Tsunami fuse holder, which is really nice too. It's a big waterproof fuse holder. So, but yeah, I mean, just depends. Depends what you're trying to do. What do you think of the amp brand Power Us? Have you used it before? I've never even heard of it. That's a thing? Huh. I think they could have done a better job on the name. No, I haven't. That's like ATG, Audio to Go. I was like, what? Okay. But no, I've never heard of it. Have you ever heard of Power Us, Fernando? Yeah, that's a double negative. Which means it's a positive, because we have no idea. Thanks for answering all my questions on... Hey, man, great. I'm glad we could do it.
You know, just killing it over here. Yeah, he's doing a live show right now.
Who's that? Oh, hey, listen, I gotta go. Thank you so much. I gotta take this call. You guys have a great day. We'll talk to you more tomorrow. Bye.